Will you two please introduce yourselves?
Sure. My name is Andrew Galaska. I'm the lead and an artist behind Algo.
Awesome.
Hi, and I'm Drew. I'm the marketing at Algo House, also working on a couple other projects there.
Incredible. And what is Algo House?
So Algo House really started as a way of expressing kind of our heroes on the Algorand blockchain, kind of elevating them to like kind of a caricature, but upward caricature, showing them like as superheroes, showing them as, just kind of above what they, I wouldn't say above what they are, but kind of there. So that's not just leadership, that's kind of anyone building on Algorand. Also, any NFTs. We've done a lot of awesome collaborations. I'm not sure if you've seen like the Goanna collab and the Mingo collab. So essentially elevating everyone who's making this blockchain great.
That's awesome. So I feel as though NFTs are a lot about community. Mm-hmm. Do you feel as though that is, would you agree or disagree with that?
I 100% agree.
Definitely.
And so I'll start with like our community. Our community's just been amazing. So many people grew up with anime like Dragon Ball Z, like Full Metal Alchemist, a lot of things that we've drawn some influence from, and just like love seeing that in their own, like, for their own superheroes, people that they emulate and love.
Yep.
So that's kind of drawn in a big crowd, and so we've got around 10 or 11 community leads who help out and strategize with doing marketing and growing the space and sharing the art with friends from other blockchains and everything. Like Drew was saying the other day that he's big in Ethereum and a lot of people that he talks to have seen our work just coming around organically.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
In the Ethereum ecosystem, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. I would say there's the Algorand community, there's Ethereum, but then there's just NFT as a whole. So what he was alluding to is I'm a mod in a couple other Discords for Ethereum. And some of our members in it, I've seen them purchase some of Algo House NFTs. So it's cool to see them. They go from Ethereum PFPs and now they're switching to Algo House. And it's like, whoa, it's just branching everywhere.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
It's so interesting that you said they're organically popping up in the Ethereum ecosystem. So I find that interesting because you essentially have to master a whole new network. So that means downloading your own wallet in the Algo ecosystem. Are you guys like onboarding individuals, or are you finding that people are just kind of figuring it out on their own?
I feel people are kind of figuring it out on their own, at least so far the way our Discord's grown. It's funny, Andrew and I started off in crypto together in around 2017, and we started big into Algo. And then I kind of branched off more to Ethereum and started growing that space. And then he's been continuing on with Algorand. And then it's just crazy to see our worlds collide now and just the different people coming on. And then once you see the new wallets and setting them up, once you know how to do one, it's pretty much self-explanatory to do the other. So I think it's been organically. People have just been coming over and bridging the gap.
What about for you? Did you start on Algorand as well, or did you also?
NFT wise, yeah. Started on Algorand. I think I have a couple NFTs, but I started investing generally in Bitcoin and Ethereum, all that kind of stuff, learning about the technology. I'm that person explaining it to all my friends and everything like that. So yeah, so started off there, but quickly kind of tilted into Algorand and kind of went full board where like I kind of don't focus on anything else other than Algorand now.
Yeah. Awesome. Mm-hmm. And why is that?
Inspiration, I guess. There had to be something that created that drive for me to call these people heroes. And it was seeing Silvio present, seeing all these people I felt like were being completely genuine and really trying and pushing and putting all their power into driving this awesome technology.
That's awesome. What about for you? So you started with the Ethereum ecosystem. Do you feel like you're more so hanging on Algorand as well, or are you still dabbling in other blockchains?
I'm starting to branch off more in Algorand, and I guess it was kind of a segue. I went from Ethereum to Solana, and I'm big on Solana. I love Solana mainly because of transaction speeds and just being in the NFT space. Just little things you don't think about, like the listing on the marketplaces. In such a volatile market, when prices are decreasing or increasing so fast, if you want to delist on, let's say, OpenSea, that's going to cost you $150 in gas fees. and you might not make it in time. Whereas on Solana, it's one transaction. You can delist, relist, and you can sell things. So it really drives the market. And now seeing that in Algorand, now that the NFT community is blowing up there, I'm progressing more over to that side to start getting involved there.
Cool. How'd you get into blockchain?
Well, I've always been into technology. I studied computer science, so it's just a natural drive for me to get into that. I've always been a little bit of a nerd. So yeah, I honestly, a few people in one of my WhatsApp chats just said like, hey, there's this cool thing called Ethereum, you should buy it at like $70. And I was just like, yeah,
done.
Yeah.
Did you buy it $70?
I did, but I sold it for much less than I should have. But, that's everybody, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that kind of got, like, I'm more interested as well in bigger applications of the blockchain. I'm working with a lot of databases myself right now, applications. I see application of what I do on a daily basis.
That's awesome. Same question to you. How did you get into blockchain?
Honestly, we have very similar backgrounds. I was information systems. We kind of met together back in 2017. He actually told me about Ethereum. So I bought some, and just like him, we both sold way too early. We hit that bear market like everyone else, and then we started focusing on other things. Him and I do automation, programming, stuff like that. And then, here comes the bull run last year. So we hop back in, this time more in NFTs versus just straight crypto. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. I jumped back in specifically for Algorand. I saw it. I did research, and that drug me back in. And then got involved with the Oculus team. So I'm on their community team and help out on a lot of different things with them. And then I kind of realized, why don't we take our talents and apply them to the NFT community in Algorand.
So you said Oculus?
Oculus.
Oculus. Can you tell me more about Oculus? What is that?
Yeah, Oculus is a kind of a DeFi music platform. They did the Little Pump S NFT, where essentially you can get two routes. One, you can artists can sell parts of their music rights fractionally to investors, and they can collect percentages of royalties for most of their shares. And then the other route is really like a DeFi lending. So instead of an artist needing to go and sign a big music deal to get funds, they can actually, assuming they have a small following already, can actually collateralize their existing revenue streams from Spotify and all that, and then the community can loan them money to give them some funds. Yeah.
Well, let's take it back to Algo House and what you guys are working on. So you guys have a very technical background. I'm very curious as to what inspired you to get into the creative side of the ecosystem.
Well, I guess for me, art's always been kind of a outlet. Not to get too deep here, but my dad passed when I was 2, so I was always putting like art classes and stuff to try to like release it. And like that kind of like evolved into a lot of anime and everything like that, getting onto DeviantArt and like really sharing that stuff with the community just for fun, and just applying that to something else that we love.
That's awesome.
A recipe for success.
Cool. Same question for you.
I guess, I'm the typical Deegan, you should say, just aping into every project. I remember I first showed Andrew NFTs back, I don't know when we were talking about them, 7-8 months ago. We were just talking about how cool would it be to make one of these. I'm like, it would be pretty cool if we could make these. Mm-hmm. So we just started brainstorming, and then the Dragon Ball Z stuff came because we were huge fans. I think everyone was fans of Dragon Ball Z. And then with his love of Algorand and all his knowledge and community that he already built, it was just a way to just put our art out there. So
that's so awesome. What are some of the most memorable episodes or favorite episode, Dragon Ball Z? Or
mine would have to be, it's the classic, the Frieza saga, where Goku finally goes Super Saiyan and Krillin dies. So that, for me, it was sad, a tearjerker, and then you're like, oh my God, Super Saiyan. So that was my favorite episode. I don't know about you.
I like original Dragon Ball. I really do. just the origin story and everything. But, I guess it's the style that we use at Dragon Ball. We try to stray away from the actual characters and anything like that. Just take that style and a parody of that and use it to elevate our subjects.
That's awesome. Do you guys plan on doing anything else, like comics, or are you sort of incentivizing the community to do that?
Yeah, so we're working with the community right now to build a storyline. We've got the initial part of the storyline. It's kind of hilarious. It's like Silvio's mother and father are in a hospital, and Silvio is born. He's brought into the kind of incubation room, and the nurse leaves and comes back, and Silvio has created a little microcontroller and created a little light show for the babies to soothe them. So it's kind of a funny little story, but and then that starts the saga of him being a problem solver for the people and for the general, because all the babies stop crying at that point.
Wow.
So doing that, moving it forward, we're going to go into animations and comics, but really depends on the community and where they want to take it. We're guiding and have some guardrails on how we want to take the story, what the general theme is, but we really want everyone to create together.
That's awesome. So derivatives are definitely encouraged.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we love derivatives. Derivatives have been the coolest thing of the NFT space, I think. Just seeing all the different, I don't know, I mean, you're in Ethereum now. If you've seen the new, the SODA, Society of Derivative Apes that came out.
No.
They're like a mix between doodles and Bored Ape. Yeah, and those things blown up. So we love derivatives because it's a good way to get, the rest of the community that is so artistic and they don't know how to get their work out there besides this platform. So it's definitely encouraged. And as we grow our Discord, we hope to see more artists come in and contribute to the storyline and new art that we can release.
Any alpha you guys can leak right now?
I guess we just have the storyline up on our Discord being built, but nothing too great to share aside from just the storyline at this point. What we are doing right now that I'd love to share is creating a little mini game. We've got one of our best NFTs is the ape, the Algo ape, and users will be able to get inside a 3D game, jump around, collect things, and potentially find hidden NFTs inside this 3D game.
That's awesome. I was just about to ask about utility and the use cases of the NFTs.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited. Hopefully we'll get to a point where we're having our kind of community meetings in this whole world, and we have our Twitter space or our Discord voice chat, and everyone's just hopping around, finding objectives, listening, and participating at will.
That's awesome. So I love to ask everyone this question. All right. So I have this mantra. And it is everything I say after I am, I become. It's very much about setting an intention and manifesting who you are and what you want to be. How would you complete the phrase, I am?
A creator.
Amazing. Same question to you. How would you complete the phrase, I am?
I am a unique NFT. This is a tough one. Collaborator.
I was going to say NFT Saiyan.
Oh, man. I'll switch to that. NFT Saiyan.
That's awesome.
Your hair is turning blonde already.
I can see it. Might be a little gray.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Here you have it, Algo House. Any last words, friends?
Thanks, everyone.
Join our Discord, Algo House. Look for it.